it's Christy, and I am a Sherri Baldy Colorology designer here on YouTube, and super excited to share with you today a project. And it's just a very cool tip. It's a great little trick, and this is going to actually be a series of videos. I'm going to be doing 3 different videos, and this is the first one. And what I'm going to be using are these super sweet colored printable images that you can download from Sherri's My Besties shop. And again, the links will be below. This first image, she's so cute. This is Coffee Bestie. I love her. I love the soft, natural, like creamy craft color, and then that pink of her clothing is so cute. Love it. And this next one, isn't she adorable? This is July colored printable number 4. So cute. And this is a poinsettia in her hair, and then there's little holly leaves. Isn't it? Oh, she's so sweet. Again, really cute. And this one is July colored printable number 9. Really, really cute. Love these. So I've printed these off onto some white cardstock because I will be actually using these to make some cards. And like I said, I'm going to be doing a series using these colored downloadable images. And when you get them 4 to a sheet. So 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. When you cut them in if you cut your paper to 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, you'll have 4 perfectly even little images here for you to use, and you can use them as card toppers. And then you can accent them with like your glitters, your Wink of Stella, all of that. Your gel pens, you can accent them, bring them to life. But they are so cute, and I've had so many people say, "Oh my gosh, Christy, I love those images. I love the coloring. That's really cool. I just don't color." And I'm just telling you, if you don't color but you want the benefit of one of Sherri Baldy's amazing images, and they come colored to boot, that is an amazing deal. So you can download those. You can use them as many times as you want. And so I'm going to be doing a series of 3 different projects using them. And these are just some ways, some different tips and tricks on how to use these colored printable downloads. Okay, so the first thing that I want to do is talk to you about shrink film. Who does not remember playing with Shrinky Dinks? If you're old like me, that was like the big thing when I was young, is to make Shrinky Dinks. It was so much fun. So the first thing I want to talk to you about then is how we can use these printable images to make little Shrinky Dink charms. And so what you want to do is the Shrinky Dink film that I've used is by Graphics, and it's a Graphics clear shrink film. And I'll put a link below to where I had picked this up at, but again, it's Graphics. There you go. It's Graphics. And I bought this on Amazon. I think I bought the 100 pack and I split it with a friend, and so that's a really easy way to do it. You can buy it in smaller quantities as well. But you'll print them out, and the important thing to remember when you're printing these is that you want to print them. You can only use that inkjet shrink film, obviously, in an inkjet printer. And then when you're printing them out, you want to print them in a normal quality and not a high quality. So if you can adjust your saturation and your color quality, you want to bring it down a notch, because these are going to shrink, and if it's oversaturated and the color is too saturated when it prints out, you're going to lose some of the detail when they shrink, because they will shrink 50% of this size, whatever your size is that you've cut them out. Okay, so I've printed out all of them, and I'm just going to use some die cuts to cut these out. And so what I like to do is, I don't like to run them through. I like to cut them apart before I run them through. So I'm just gonna freehand these, and I'm using a Lawn Fawn stitched rectangle die, and when this shrinks, you're not going to be able to tell that there are stitches there, so you could just use a regular rectangle, but this is the perfect size. So I'm going to use this one. And I have my magnetic platform down in my Big Shot. I've got my magnetic platform, and then I'm just going to center the die over that. And I'm going to have her feet closer to the bottom, and I'll have a little bit of extra space at the top because I will want to punch a hole because I will be turning these into some charms. Okay, so I have that, and then I'm going to put my my top plate over it and run it through. Okay. All right, and there we go. We have this perfectly cut rectangle. And the reason I like to use dies is because they cut evenly, because I do not know why, but any trimmer that I have does not cut. When I cut straight, I think I'm cutting straight and I measure really carefully, I end up with wonky edges. And so I have just found that if I use the die, then I am guaranteed to have a perfect shape. Okay, so I've got this one, and what I'll do is I'm going to take my sanding block and I'm just going to lightly sand the edge, and all I'm doing is just removing any of the unevenness or the little flecks that are there. Okay, and that's our first one. So cute. And then I want to cut out an oval with the same design. So again, my image goes down, and I'm going to just use the Spellbinder oval. Then you just want to make sure that it's, you know, that the top and bottom of your oval are coming down through the center of her body there, so that you know that you're even. Okay, looks good to me. And then run this through. I'm going to run this through a second time. I've had these dies forever and they don't always want to, doesn't want to cut really well. So just so, yeah, so you know, if you have your, I have some residue of some kind on my mat, so I ended up with a little bit of white gunky stuff on her face. Well, we're just gonna see if we can, I'll use my shirt and rub. I don't want to get it wet because I don't want to take the ink off. Oh, that worked perfect. Okay, good. So she's cute, and again, I'm just going to take my sanding block and I'm just going to run it around the edge to remove those craggly edges. Okay, cute. Okay, so that's that one. And then I'm going to do the same thing to these other two sets of images, the coffee one. And the coffee one, I think I'm just going to cut, I'm not sure if I'm just going to do the ovals for this one or if I'm going to do the rectangles, but I'm going to cut the rest of them out and then I'll be back. Okay, so I have cut out all of my images with the dies, and what I did with this one, everything else I went portrait style with the oval, but on this one, her buns, her little hair buns were too big to go portrait, so I went landscape, but I think it's still adorable. I think it'll be really cute, and so I've cut them all out, and I went ahead and cut both of the Coffee Bestie one out just with the rectangle. And now what I want to get, you'll need a 1/16 inch hole punch. You can also use a 1/4 inch. Just remember that your hole is going to shrink down by half. Okay, so you still, if you're going to be making charms and putting jump rings in them, you'll want to make sure that they have room. You know, you have room to get your jump ring in. So I'm using the 1/8 inch hole punch. Did I say 1/8 or 1/16? I meant 1/8 inch. And I'm just going to come down about a 1/2 inch at the center point, and I'm going to punch, and then you kind of have to force it out because it's very thick. But I have my hole, there we go, you can see that. So I'm gonna punch them all out, and then what I'm going to do is I'm gonna take them to my cookie sheet, and I have a layer of parchment paper down, and I'm going to lay these on the cookie sheet. I'm gonna put another layer of parchment paper over them. My oven is set at 325 degrees, and they will bake for 3 minutes. And then they will come out and be shrunk up and super cute. So I'm gonna go put these in the oven, and I will be back as soon as they are done. Hi everybody, look at, we are shrunk. I'm so excited. I love the magic of Shrinky Dinks. I always have, and I just get a kick out of going from my original size down to these super sweet little images. So anyway, this is what we have, and I went ahead and I cut out all 4 of the images using the rectangles and the ovals. And this one, like I had said, I didn't have the her little buns wouldn't fit in the oval going the portrait way, but I still think she came out so cute. Absolutely adorable. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom in because I want to share with you what I did to accent these. I took my clear Wink of Stella pen, and if you guys don't have one of these are the best. And so this is the clear one, and what I did is after they came out of the oven and they were cool, I went in and I accented with my pen, and isn't that amazing? I just can't tell you. In person, it is so cool. And it has a little rough texture, and so the Wink of Stella just went right on there and dried well, and it just looks so pretty. I love it. These are gonna make wonderful card accents, and I'm gonna do some charms with them as well. So I cannot wait to share with you guys what I end up making, and that'll be a project video coming up soon. But again, this top image was the July colored printable number 4. And then we have our July colored printable number 9. And isn't she cute? I love it. I love that Wink of Stella. It just adds. I mean, they're adorable anyway. I mean, look at that. They're adorable anyway. But just adding that little bit of extra something makes them stand out and just pop. So cool. So love that. And then the last one is Coffee Bestie, and she is so stinking cute too. Love, love, love her. Isn't that cute? Love it. Love it, love it, love it. So that is it. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe if you wish. We would absolutely love to have you follow along. We hope that you're inspired, and please follow the links below for where you can find these awesome images, and stay tuned because we are going to have, I'm going to be doing some more projects sharing how to use these printable images in different ways. And as always, thank you so much for following along. If you have questions, let me know, and I will look forward to talking with you soon. Bye everybody.